Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
In this video, we will see problems on functions, range and domain. In my previous video, we have seen different types of functions and their graphs. So if you haven't watched that, there is a link in the description box below. You can check that out. Now let's see this problem. Here it says, which of the following relations are functions? If it is a function, determine its domain and range. So they have given two relations. We have to see whether they are a function or not. So we know for a relation to be a function, we know the condition. No two distinct ordered pairs should have same first element. If you take first one, here if you see in any two distinct ordered pairs, the first element is not same. Here we have 2 and 4. If you take these two pairs, here 4 and 6. Or if you take this and this pairs, here you have 6 and 10. So no two distinct ordered pairs have same first element. So therefore we can say this is a function. Or you can also see if you have a set A, this is your set A and set B. Every element of set A, here 2 has got an image 1. So 2 has an image 1, 4 has image 2, 6 has got an image 3, 8 has got an image 4, 10 has an image 5, 12 has got an image 6, 14 has got an image 7. So every element of set A has got one and only one image in set B, right? So therefore the first relation is a function. Now we have to find if it is a function, determine its domain and range. So first it is a function. Here what is domain? Domain is nothing but the set A. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14, which is nothing but the first elements of the ordered pairs. What is range? Range is set B. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now let's move on to second relation. Here we have 1, 3, 1, 5, 2, 5. If you see, set A has got elements 1, 2 and in set B we have 3, 5 and 5, right? So 1 has got an image 3, 1 has got also got image 5 and 2 has got image 5. So we know for a relation to be a function, every element of set A should have only one image. Here if you see, 1 has got image 3 and also 5. So this will not satisfy the condition of function. So second relation is not a function. Here you can also see the no two distinct ordered pairs should have same first element. Here if you see these two ordered pairs, first element is 1 and 1. From there also you can say this is not a function, right? So I hope this is clear. Now let's move on to the next question. So now let's see this problem. Here it says a function f is defined by f of x is equal to 2x minus 5. Write down the values of f of 0, f of 7 and f of minus 3. So here the function is f of x is equal to 2x minus 5. We have to find the value of f of 0. Simply you have to replace x with 0. You have to put the value of x is equal to 0 in this equation. So 2 into 0 minus 5. So 2 zeros are 0 minus 5. This will give you minus 5. Similarly, what is f of 7? So 2 into 7 minus 5. 7 2 is 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. Now what is f of minus 3? So 2 into minus 3 minus 5. So plus into minus is minus. 3 2 is 6 minus 5, which is equal to minus 11. Now let me give one more function. Say we have a function t of c which is equal to 9c by 5 plus 32. Here you have to find the value of c when t of c which is equal to 212. So here they have given t of c is 212. So now let's substitute the value of t of c is 212, which is equal to 9c by 5 plus 32. Our aim is to find the value of c. So let's simplify this equation. So 212 minus 32, which is equal to 9c by 5. So when you subtract this, so 2 minus 2 is 0, 1, 2, 3, so 8, so 180, which is equal to 9c by 5. This implies 5 into 180, so 5 zeros are 0, 5 eights are 40, 4, 5 ones are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 900 is equal to 9c, which implies 9 ones are 900s are, right? So c is equal to 100. So now let's move on to range and domain questions. But before that, pause the video and note this down. So now let's see this problem here. It says find the domain and range of real function f of x is equal to square root of x minus 1. So we have a function f of x which is equal to square root of x minus 1. Here we have to find domain and range. We know what is domain. Domain is nothing but it's a set of values of x at which function is defined. Which means for what all values of x, this f of x will give you a valid answer. For this function f of x to get a valid answer, this expression inside x minus 1 should not be negative. So square root of anything negative is not a valid answer. So we have to take x minus 1 should not be negative. That means it should be greater than 0. Whether this can be a 0. Square root of 0 is 0. So we have a valid answer 0, right? So it can be equal to 0. So for this expression x minus 1 should be greater or equal to 0, then only this f of x will be a valid answer, right? We'll get a valid answer. So this means x should be greater than or equal to this, you'll take to the other side, so that will be plus 1. So what is domain? So domain is equal to, here x is greater than or equal to 1 at 1. So when x is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So square root of 0 is 0, which is a valid answer, right? So f of x is equal to 0. So here 1 is included, right? Up till where? X can take any value greater than 1. So that is infinity. So here 1 is included. So therefore you will write with this bracket, square bracket. And infinity means it goes on and on. So it's a round bracket. Now let's see what is range. For range you will take this f of x is equal to y. So y is equal to square root of x minus 1. We know for the values of x from 1 to infinity, the function is defined. When you put these values for x, the what value you get for y is your range. So we know x minus 1 should be greater than or equal to 0. So how will be your y? How will be the answer? So if this is greater than or equal to 0, square root of 0 is 0. So y will take the value from 0. So y also will be greater than or equal to 0. Answer what you get will be greater than or equal to 0. Right? So therefore range. So your answer will be from 0 to infinity. So 0 is included. Infinity means open bracket. So I hope this is clear. Let's see some more examples. But before that, pause the video and note this down. So now let's see this problem here. It says find the domain and range of real function f of x is equal to 1 by square root of x minus 5. So we have function f of x is equal to 1 by square root of x minus 5. So we know what is domain. Domain is nothing but this set of values of x at which function is defined. Which means for what all values of x, this function f of x will give you a valid answer. For a function f of x to give a valid answer, here x minus 5 should be greater than 0. If it is a negative, if it is less than 0, this will be a negative value. X minus 5 will give you a negative. Square root of negative is invalid. Right? So therefore x minus 5 should be a positive value. That means greater than 0. Can it be equal to 0? If this whole thing is equal to 0, x minus 5 is equal to 0, square root of 0 is 0. So 1 by 0 will be again invalid. So you will not write equal to 0. Right? So which means x should be greater than 5. You will take this to the other side. So here domain. So for what all values of x, this function is defined. So here x should be greater than 5. So 5 is not included. So therefore, it's an open bracket like this. If you put 5, 5 minus 5 is 0. So it is invalid. You will get f of x is invalid, right? Till where? Till infinity. So your domain is 5, infinity. So I repeat, for what all values of x this function is defined. So here x should be greater than 5. If 5 has to be included means you will put in the square bracket, within the square bracket here. Since 5 will not give you a valid answer, you will take 5 as an open bracket, means you will not take 5 greater than 5, comma till infinity. Now let's see what is range. You will take this expression, you will equate it to y. So we have y is equal to 1 by root of x minus 5. So for x in the range from greater than 5 to infinity, your function is defined, which means this expression x minus 5 should be greater than 0. So if this is greater than 0, what will be your y? 1 by something which is greater than 0. So your y also will be greater than 0, right? So y will also be greater than 0. It cannot be equal to 0. We have 1 by something, right? So therefore your range will take the value from y 0 greater than 0. So from 0 to infinity. Here 0 is not included. So open bracket. So I hope this is clear. Now let's see one more example. So now let's see this problem here. It says find the domain and range of real function f of x is equal to square root of 9 minus x square. So we have function f of x which is equal to square root of 9 minus x square. So domain is nothing but the set of values of x at which function is defined. For this means for what all values of x this function will get a real value. For a function to get a real value, this expression 9 minus x square should be greater than or equal to 0. If this is greater than 0, you can find the value of square root of that term, right? Or if it is equal to 0, so square root of 0 is 0. If this 9 minus x square is a negative value, so square root of negative value is not a valid answer, right? So therefore we are writing 9 minus x square should be greater than or equal to 0. So this is nothing but 3 square minus x square which is greater than or equal to 0. Here 9 means 3 square, right? So when it is a perfect square number like this, you should proceed in this way. So this is of the form a square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b, right? So a plus b, a minus b which is greater than or equal to 0. So now you have to go by number line method. So we know this is a number line, so minus infinity to infinity. So for what value of x, this term will make 0. For x is equal to minus 3, this term will be 0, right? Similarly, for what value of x, this term is equal to 0. For x is equal to plus 3, right? So now we have to divide this number line from minus 3 here and plus 3 into 3 intervals. Now let's take a value from minus infinity to in between minus infinity to minus 3 and put here. So let's take any value. So x is equal to minus 4. When you put here, so 3 minus 4 will give you minus 1, which means negative value you will get here, into minus 4. So 3 minus of minus will be plus. So 4 plus 3 is 4, 5, 6, 7. That is plus 7. That is positive value, which will give minus into plus will give you minus. So this region it's negative. Similarly, when x we will take now from minus 3 to 3. So in this region, let's take x is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0, here this is positive. So you will get positive. Here at x equal to 0 means 3 minus 0 is also positive. So positive into positive will give you positive. So this is positive from minus 3 to 3. Similarly, now let's take from 3 to infinity. Let's take any value from 3 to infinity. Let's take 5. So 5 plus 3 is 8. So that is positive. So we have positive value into, here if you put 5, so 3 minus 5 is minus 2. So it's negative. So plus into minus is minus. So this region is negative. So here condition is 9 minus x square should be greater than or equal to 0. So it should come under positive, right? That means this region minus 3 to 3. So I say xx to take the value from minus 3 to 3. So your domain is minus 3 to 3. Whether this minus 3 is included. So minus 3 the whole square will make you positive, right? 3 square, 3 3s are 9. 9 minus 9 will give you 0. So square root of 0 is 0. So this is included. So this bracket up till where? Up till 3. So 3 square is also 9. So 9 minus 9, this is also included, right? So your domain is minus 3 to 3. Now let's see how to find range. So for range, you will equate this equation to y. So y is equal to square root of 9 minus x square. So now you have to make expression x in terms of y. So squaring both sides, so you will get y square is equal to 9 minus x square, which implies x square is equal to 9 minus y square, right? So here x square, any number square will give you a positive value. That means x square is always equal to 0 or it has to be greater than 0. So x square is always greater than or equal to 0, which means 9 minus y square is also greater than or equal to 0. So 3 square is 9, so a square minus b square. So this is of the form 3 plus y and 3 minus y, which is greater than or equal to 0. Now again you will put in the number line. So minus infinity. So for what value of y will make this expression 0? For y is equal to minus 3 and here y is equal to plus 3. So your interval will be minus 3 plus 3 till infinity, right? Now you have to take any value of y which is in range minus infinity to minus 3. So let's take y is equal to minus 4. So when you put minus 4 here, minus 4 will get negative. So negative into minus 4 plus, so this will be positive. So you will get negative here, right? Similarly, when y is equal to, in this range if you take 0, so 0 means 3, so positive, and here 0 means 3 minus 0 will give you positive. So this will be, overall it will be positive. Similarly, when you take in this range, let's take 4. So when you put 4 here, 4 plus 3 is 5, 6, 7. So 7 is positive and we have 4. So minus 1, that will means negative. Overall it will be negative. Here the condition is we want positive, right? 9 minus y square should be a positive. So that means this is negative, this is positive and this is negative. So we want this region from minus 3 to 3. So here if you see, let me write here. So range, this y value will be in between minus 3 to 3. Here y means the answer. Answer cannot be negative. Y will be positive. So positive means range will take from 0 to 3, right? So 0 is included up till 3. So 3 is also included. So this is your range. So I hope this is clear. So whenever you come across an expression of this form, where you have a perfect square number, here 9 means 3 square, right? So you have to follow this method, that is a number line method. Here it can also be 16. So 4 square is 4 4 is 16. Or it can be 25. All will follow the same step. So I hope this is clear. So this is it in this video. If you want me to solve some more problems under this topic, do let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to do so. See you soon. Till then, take care. Almighty bless.